Hello Aries, welcome to your February love forecast. I hope that you are well. I'm a psychic. I interpret the information generally that I get from my spirit guides. I may pull some cards also for extra clarification where necessary, and there will be an extended to this reading also as well. Firstly, a little service announcement. I've had a few people that have utilised my services, so thank you. If you want to book me personally, the links are just down below. However, some of you who have booked me, emails are incorrect or you have some email blocker. If you think that I've been ignoring you, I have not. I have 100% been trying several different ways and been unable to get hold of you for whatever reason. So please get in contact with me via a different email address, or you can contact me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. There's so many other ways that you can contact me. I have been trying, so please do get in contact with me if that is you. Right, my lovelies. Again, if you want to know more about me and all my services, or join me on TikTok or Instagram, links just down there. So, the theme that I have for you guys for your month. Now, firstly, I'm saying to everybody, because it's an important information to know, this month is a master manifesting month. So be careful what you wish for. Use it to your good. Lots about personal transformation also as well. And sorry, my joss stick keeps going in my face. I need to move out of the way. But basically, there is an important message. It may not be for everybody, but it's a thing that's the most important thing they want you to know, because they're saying here there's an element where some of you have really done some internal work already to be grounded, to let go of old cycles, to have a real strength and belief, even to the point of saying, I don't even mind being single if I need to be. There's a real inner sense that you've already started the process, which some people will only be starting this month. But, and I don't know how to quite put this without sounding rude, but it feels a little bit like you might have swung to the other side of the pendulum, where it's your faith and belief in having somebody has been maybe romanticized too much. So the example would be, you've said, I'm not having this type of person, and this person 100% has to be my knight or queen in shining armor. They're going to do this, and they're going to protect me, and the whole host of beautiful things, but not really necessarily realistic. And my guide's saying there's a slight bit of danger of the pendulum swinging too far, because it's not a case of, oh, you'll just not accept anybody if they have any faults. I feel like it actually may not make you see when somebody turns up who then mirrors absolutely everything that's on your wish list. Like, it's very rare that I have to say this to somebody, like, they're almost too good to be true, that it feels like love bombing. There is an energy of somebody, for some of you it might be familiar energy, somebody coming back saying, now finally everything you've wanted, and you might take it as, yeah, my vibration and my manifestations work, because look, they are now doing everything I want. Or this is somebody you're meeting new, and if you're not careful, you're not going to see how they're mimicking you, how they're mimicking what you're ordering. What I'm trying to say to you, I think if you're meeting somebody new, my suggestion to you would be to not tell them. When you sit there and say, well, tell me what you like in a person. Don't do that, because whatever you say, they will be. And in fact, if you want to test it out, tell them, but tell them something different and watch how they become the very thing that you just told them, which is not really what you like. Do you understand? Because I feel like there's mimicking going on. And because you're so deeply into what you're manifesting, when they start to be like that, you're like, oh my God, the universe worked for me. Here they are, acting exactly the way I wanted them to. And I hate to burst the bubble, but I've got to be honest with you. They cannot be trusted, because I'm getting highly love bomb narcissistic energy from them, that they are copying you. So obviously I like to give readings where actually forewarned is forearmed, but also you swerve this completely by obviously just doing the thing I just said, but to almost, when you're having this person come back in your life or new into your life, that actually you just really assess the situation, really ground yourself, really ask yourself the questions. Are they being true? And how do I really ascertain that? What do I do? And one of those ways would be to test their boundaries straight away, which is to set a boundary immediately and see how they react, because the mask will fall off quite quickly. Just another tip for you. because that will just help you avoid even getting into the situation that's been implied, which is somebody taking advantage almost of trying to be the manifestation that you want them to be when they're just a clown. They're somebody trying to take advantage of you, use you, get into your good books just so they can sleep with you, and then they disappear again. Because I kind of get this euphoric, oh, I've met this person, you've told your friends and they're awesome, and we've had a couple of good few dates, or suddenly they're back and they're good, and then it's not. And I think there's only one other sign I've had to say that to this month, where actually their circumstances that they were wishing for somebody particular only to be disappointed, where yours is not. Yours is like they fool you. Now, my guides are telling you this because they want to keep the encouragement of how well you've been doing with your manifestations, but they wanted to take it out of the clouds a little bit and to kind of have like some sort of middle balance where actually you can also be grounded and see still when people are trying to create illusions. They're trying to rein it back a little bit, yeah? That's the best way that I think I can explain it, because sometimes when we get too deep into our spirituality, we can be too much there and not remember we're humans dealing with other humans that will trick us. Yeah, does that make sense? I really hope it does. Because if you don't, let me scare you. I don't mean to, but it's with your highest good. If you don't, they will fracture your self-worth. They will undo your manifesting. You will feel like nothing's working out for you. It feels like they will feel like they can do it again and again. Also, as well, if they've done it once, they'll keep doing it. You may slip back into old habits. You will feel despondent. You may even feel depressed. These are not good vibrations, yeah? Because all you'll be saying to yourself is, but I manifested them to be good. I manifested next. Why is it not working for me? It is and it will, but it has to be done hand in hand with understanding that human beings can sometimes be arseholes, and for you to still recognise the red flags, particularly when those people are love bombing us. And they will choose people like you because if you're watching me, there's chances are you're spiritual or you're clairsentient or you're empathic, and these kind of people love you guys. You get me? They're little vampires. So part of your manifestation is not just clearing the energy for that, but you having your eyes wide open to seeing when that happens. Do you see me? It's like the last part. So that transformation that is happening for everybody else this month that you are far along that journey with, there is that last little bit of that transformation that needs to happen this month, which is discernment with other people's energy, so that you do not end up this month right there back where you started on your healing journey and your path, even down to a point where it even affecting your spirituality, where you are not angry at the universe for sending you another sucker. Sometimes we have to be responsible fully for all of our choices, including the things that we didn't want to see because another person was so working very hard to pretend. Like I said, protect yourself initially. Don't tell them straight away all the things you like. Just say, well, I don't know what I like nowadays. I'm just going with the flow. And see how they present themselves, because if they don't have the roadmap, then they're going to have to guess about what type of person that it is and show their true colours. Do you understand? Yeah? And they won't have to then mirror. If you say, I want this, this and this, and suddenly the next day they are all those people. Yeah, it feels wonderful, but is it really them? It's been indicated it isn't at all. Now, my guides are saying if you can do that, firstly you avoid that person, you keep and maintain that balance, but you will then be aligned. I've been getting a lot this month about, there's only been one other star sign so far that has actually aligned with somebody this month. This feels very much like this is preparation for you to meet somebody better, to avoid all those pit holes, and this is your last final one, and then we get into good energy very, very much this year when it comes to romance. So in the extended, I'm going to look to where this leads you if you can do the risk. If you don't and you end up being damaged, what advice there could be to help you to strengthen yourself again, to get yourself back on track, and to see what good stuff is coming up. So if you want to learn more about that, the extended link is just down below, and I'll see you then.